All praises to Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, Baal Shem Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to the elect wishing this word in truth and in sincerity, with hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the MOTB. The serpent juice is the precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So I'm going to go straight into this lesson concerning great miseries that are about to come upon the earth. And this is going to come upon people unaware. You know, you have a small percentage of people preparing for what's to come, and they're preparing carnally, and that's not going to help them to deliver them from what's to come. You know, because you have a lot of purpose, and I notice, amen, right now when you go up on the tube, you have a lot of purpose here showing how to prepare for the coming chaos, not knowing there's no preparation for what's to come here. If you're not of the elect of the nation of Israel, join night Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because the scripture mentioned that the hour, the time of judgment is at hand. Whatever. Let's get it. This is 2 Corinthians 8, verse 61. And therefore is my judgment now at hand. And this is the times that we're in. That's why we see so much signs day by day as you wake up. You check out the notification, whether there want to be stars in the heavens, signs in the heavens, or signs upon the earth. You're seeing a variety of signs, which the main sign that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is showing right now is waking up his servants and sending them out there on the highways and byways to declare the end of this age. So I'm going to jump straight into this lesson. This is 2 Corinthians 8, verse 50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So I want to show you a clip, and right under this lady video, I will show you a warning, prepare for civil unrest. That's the title, yo. When you look on that video, it says next preparedness. They say 3 important things you haven't thought about. So this is the mindset of people over there in America, mainly Edomites, because you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans don't have a clue what's coming for you, yo. Even though the Lord has sent the prophets out there, you laugh and mock and scoff at the prophets, calling us the shame of the nation, not knowing what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to do, yo. So let's listen to this clip.
Guys, it's Sandy. So I want to get on here, and this is one of those heads up videos, or keep your eyes and ears open kind of videos. I think that this is not the time, as like in 2024, that you just stick your head in the sand and act like nothing is going on or nothing's going to happen. I think that would be
Matter of fact, let me read this once more. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Just look on the state of the world, Look on social media itself. We're living in a prideful time. So let's go back.
nothing is going on or nothing's going to happen. I think that would be not smart because right now, listen, there are reports out already because we're in September. November's not very far away. In America, it means we've got the elections coming up. So right now, there are reports already coming out that on the federal government, state, local, they are already preparing for massive civil unrest to happen in the U.S. around the election time. So they're already thinking it's going to happen. And, you know,
And that's the thing what people don't understand. They must say they think that it's going to happen. This civil unrest is being engineered by the global elites here. The chaos, the fall, the collapse of society is engineered. Even the famine that is to come. As we have said countless times, it's not that food is not going to be here, but the access to food is the thing. The elites, they're going to engineer this chaos, yo. Having a lot of people dependent on the state and willing to go along with the measures and the laws being brought by the state, willing to give over their rights for some food, for some sense of security. These are the times that we're coming upon.
Anybody that does not have their head in the sand also thinks that something will happen also. And by something, does that mean that a few weeks ago, I shared a video about a big warning for America, and it was the security defense up in our federal government was saying Americans are clueless, and almost everybody is unprepared for what could happen at any moment. And that video is about a cyber attack and how it could take down the water supplies, the electric supplies. What are you going to do if that would happen? And it could happen suddenly and you're not prepared. Well, then this is different because there's also reports coming out that they are getting ready for massive civil unrest. So massive chaos. After the election, before the election, I don't even know what's going to happen. So November is our elections here. Something like a cyber attack could happen beforehand. Something like a cyber attack could happen after, depending on who would get voted in. There could be massive civil unrest just based on the fact that if Kamala gets in and Trump supporters are furious, or if Trump gets in and Kamala supporters are furious, and I don't say mad, like they're mad about it, furious, because it seems like people's emotions are on extremely high alert. I think that's the wrong word, but they are just so high. Because you know what? I have done many elections, not like as many as some of you have. I'm 53. So in that time period, I have voted a lot of times. And you know what?
So from that local snippet that you just see, you know, it is evident, the times and the seriousness of what's really going on. And this is not just taking place in America. This is something taking place all around the world, you know, in which the countries of the world, the state of their economy is very fragile and is on the brink of collapse. They just want that crisis to push their agenda, to start implementing new laws, new measures to combat whatever false flag or black swan event they push.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Truck Talk, brought to you by me, inspired by my man Chili. Thank you guys.
Said, hey, man, I'm just gonna show you a brief clip on these Edomite looking men. Let me say it like that, and women, because you have people that are Israelite that look just like these people. So I'm just putting it out there so they, you know. But these Edomite looking men and women making video that you're supposed to prepare for the dark days that are ahead.
Being here this morning, or whatever time it is where you are, I told you guys a while back, the point of these truck talks is usually to make you think, but sometimes the point is to maybe educate you on something that I guess you could say, a subject matter expert in. And that would be today's episode. It's going to be more educational, and it's going to be about preparedness. Now, I'm not talking about being paranoid. I'm talking about being prepared. I think we can all agree that coming up here in a few months in November, whichever side loses this president,
As it say in the movie, yo, what type of American are you?
election, they're not just going to let things just, be. Whichever side loses is going to make things difficult for us at our expense in order to accomplish their agendas. Now, maybe you don't agree with that. Maybe you don't believe that. Well, you can freaking just go continue living in the hole that you live in. And I believe that come November, times are going to get a little wild. And I think it's only sensible for you, especially if you're a man with a wife or with children, I think it's only sensible for you to make a small investment into the preparedness of your family unit. All right? Doesn't cost a ton of money. And I'm going to talk to you guys about 3 things today that I believe are important that maybe you haven't thought about, because the big ones everyone thinks about: guns, ammo, freeze-dried food, all that good stuff, right? And all of those are good things to have, for sure. But because I have spent so much time in the backcountry, because I spent a lot of time in the Navy, traveling all over the world in weird places, and I kind of have an understanding of the things that you want to have when you exit modern convenient society. All right? And that's what I want to share with you today. The first one, I told you, everybody talks about food. Well, nobody really considers water. And what you'll realize when you exit the modern conveniences of society and your little faucet that you can go turn on and get water, what you realize is you start needing water and you start wanting to find water way before you're concerned about food. All right? Happens.
I got you some clip. Okay, hear some.
Hello, everybody. Danny back from Deep South Homestead.
This is what's on their mind, you know?
Oh, I was just taking a break today, guys. Thought I'd go out in the woods and just sit down for a moment and just enjoy the afternoon. But Wanda and I were talking about this last night after the live stream, about how I showed her, I said, look at this picture. This woman doesn't have anything on the top. Even though her back is turned to us, it's very provocative. And look at the views. I mean, the views are astronomical. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, I can say something and they pull my channel videos down, or they demonetize them or whatever for one comment that I make about something. But yet, these type of things, they don't even say
about food.
I think priority 1 would be getting the heck out of Dodge. That's just me. Getting away from all those people as fast as possible. Everybody doing good?
Yes, sir.
Make sure you tell somebody if you're not, for some reason. All you got to do if somebody's passing by is to stop moving. Like, don't move. Chances are they won't see you.
So we're at Jason's class, Jason Salyer, on 3 survival dispatch along with JJ. Here's what? 12 of us?
We need to count right now for safety, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12. So there's 12 of us. And the scenario is you went on a short trip via airplane. You didn't check any bags. You just had your carry-on. You're on your way home. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. You hit that red eye. You've arrived back. Let's say you're arriving in Atlanta. You're in an Uber.
Cars are stopped on the highway.
Cars are stopped. Whoever's on the highway is stopped. Everybody's stopped.
So basically, the money plays a scenario of an EMP attack, isn't it? And as I said, this is mostly Edomite looking person doing these things. You know, you Jake with these type of mindset, thinking of what's to come, you know? Because the only Jake say here, you might hear 1 and 2, you know, but the only so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans here speaking of these things are the servants of Yahweh Shimon Shai, the prophets, declaring the end. Telling our people what's to come, and these Edomites out here preparing. I know people out here doing what? Partying, you know? Storm coming, them have storm party. Hey man, this is gonna come upon you unaware. Yeah, the first video the man make mention of civil unrest, but the thing is civil unrest is coming. Whether you like it, yes or no, this is what Yahweh Shimon Shai I declared when I read 2 Ezra 15 verse 14, so woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. What the lady said, it can be a conflict on either side whether who win. Because the whole plan is to destabilize countries around the world, so that they can bring in their methods of laws and various policies, And the cities are going to be locked down, So you're not going to be able to travel from city to city. We're coming into a time that, it's going to be difficult to fill up your gas tank. Verse 17 tells us a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. Out here in Jamaica, the rest of them love me mention that them are going to go up to the hills, them are going to plant, them are going to this and that. But the scriptures tell you what will happen to those that venture out into the hills. One way out of this is to be covered by the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. This is 2 Ezra 16 verse 15 verse 57. Say, thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger. So on to the food them want to go plant. It look like it not sustain, And eat their own flesh. So now go as far as to become cannibals. This is what the scriptures have declared for those who trust in going into the hills, the mountains, to plant. So they're going to prepare. Amen. People are going to know something up there. No matter how much ammunition, much guns and all out there, people are going to come for the resources that they possess. no matter where you are. And that's why now is the time to draw nigh unto Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, because He's the one that's going to feed us when there's no way. He's the one that's going to guide us when there's no path. But you so-called niggers, Hispanics, and Native Americans don't understand the seriousness of the times that we're in, because you can get up, have a nice bed because you have water, running water, make a cup of tea, look out for your breakfast, you know, get something in the stomach, go to work, come home, look, your wants or your needs, the things that you desire, you know, stock up on your food for the week, the month, whatever you do. But we're coming to a time in which that's going to be none and void. The food storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. What are you going to do when the pipes are no longer flowing with water? No electricity. In people's mind, these things cannot take place. But we're coming into a time in which this is going to transpire before your eyes. So let's read this one more. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst for water. And this is what we have been saying for a while now, yo. We're heading into some perilous times in which a shift is coming, yo. So, as the scripture says, because of great pride, these miseries that will come upon them that dwell upon the earth in the last days, these miseries are going to be taking place before your eyes, yo. But who have the spirit to discern what's really going on, yo. So this is edifying. It was just a couple clip that I saw, you know, with these Edomite looking individuals preparing.
There's no lights on in the distance, there's no street light.
The time of darkness, let me say it like that, yo. Because what the scripture said, the Lord is darkness and not light. It's a time of darkness.
Song, everything stopped. Just everything, time has stopped. You realize something's gone down. You need to get home, and you only got what you took with you to the airport. So, what do?
It's early on in the stages.
It's early. People haven't freaked out quite yet.
It's time to go.
But you don't want to be around when they do freak out and things start. You're trying to get home. Obviously, a straight line's probably not always
The best
a
route.
good idea, nor the best route.
And our electronics don't work.
So we can't use our phones. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens. 24 hours, starting right now.
This is what I'm prepared for. Things to go left. And that can take place very quickly, yo. At a drop of a dime. And this whole demic was the perfect example to show you, I mean, just like that, the world can turn upside down. So hope this was edifying. With that, I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Yahweh Kodesh. Shalom.